The new year brings so much promise, the promise of better health, the promise of better finances, and the promise of better organization. The thing is, you just have to do all those things.
Right.
We all want to be better organized, and Shai DeLuca joins us this morning to show us how we can do that. Hey, Shai.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Okay, so we're going to talk the bar cart.
Yes.
But why are we in the bedroom?
I like that question. Doesn't everybody have a bar cart?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't have a bar cart in your bedroom?
Sorry, guys.
So bizarre.
I'm really missing out.
I thought that was mandatory.
After this.
Yeah.
After this, I promise you're going to have a bar cart.
Monogram robe and a bar cart.
And a bar
is
cart.
what you need. Yeah.
Sounds right to me. So here's the thing. The bar cart for me is probably one of the most versatile pieces of furniture that you can use for storage, and I'm going to prove it right now. I know Carolyn's looking at me, she's like, huh? But let's prove it. So first of all, the bar cart. You know, when we're late at night, wherever you are, you're scrolling on Wayfair, looking at all the amazing stuff that they have online, you think, well, this looks fantastic. I wish this came in for this room. But what I want us to look at today is reimagining certain pieces of furniture that might not necessarily be built for that particular space, reimagine them in your different space. So online on Wayfair, we see the bar cart, the way that it comes up as a bar cart and can be used as a bar cart, fantastic. But what I've done here is, rather than do a nightstand, I've introduced a bar cart into the bedroom. Now, why? I love the idea, first of all, of having open storage in a bedroom. You know, across the country, spaces are becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. And to have two nightstands or a nightstand and a dresser is often not even doable. So having a bar cart that is modular and mobile and open, I feel adds a certain whimsy and decor aspect that perhaps a nightstand might not. Now, in a guest bedroom, I personally, when I'm over at somebody's house, do not want to be opening drawers. I'm just weird about that, even in the guest bedroom. So I like the fact that this is all open. Now let's look at what we've done to the bar cart for the extra storage. So we've used the top, obviously, for what it might be most thought for in a bedroom, books, light, flowers. But down here, so this is actually for the stemware. I've reimagined the hooks for the stemware for jewelry. We are always looking for somewhere to put jewelry next to the bed. This is fantastic for that. And if this was a guest bedroom, having towels at the bottom where you can actually see them and not rummaging through your host's cabinet is nice to do.
Although that's kind of fun from time to time.
It could be. I mean, I like, listen, to each their own. But I like to have it out for people. So reimagine, because you see something the way that it is, don't be necessarily niched into that. You can reimagine it and think outside the box.
Okay. All right. Great tip there. And all this talk about bar cart during dry January. Thank you, Shai.
Yeah.
Let's move over next. We got to get the mudroom?
Yeah, we're going to go to this bar cart as well.
Okay.
So let's first look at this bar cart. So this is another way to reimagine a bar cart. You know, I in the morning love to sit down and have my coffee. Yeah? But a coffee nook, a coffee corner in a small space, my condo, 700 square feet, sometimes impossible. Reimagining that bar cart as a coffee nook. So we've put the coffee stations on the top, right? The bottom there, as you notice here, I've taken off the wine rack. There I've left it on, but I've used it for flavored coffee syrups. I've added the different canisters, put a little chair there. So we've created this coffee, and there you go. Jeff's right to the croissants. He's going right for the food.
The croissant this morning?
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, what am I, chocolate? Anyway, all the way on this side. But fantastic. There you go.
Let me offer you coffee.
There you go. You got to sit down on the chair, though, and have the whole experience.
Yes.
Right?
All right,
but
love
yeah,
it.
So you can absolutely reimagine. So don't be so niched and boxed into what you see it as. Think outside of that. Reimagine.
Gotcha. All right. Now, why don't we take our coffee and croissants
Let's move over
to the
here.
mudroom, shall we?
Oh, yes,
aforementioned
let's
mudroom.
go. Okay.
All right.
And here's your croissant, sir.
Oh, thank you. I
we have
appreciate that.
Danishes
Well, I have
over
more
here.
Danishes over here.
Love
Now, I
it.
don't know where to put this. I'm going to put this over here. All right. So hall trees. Okay. So these are actually hall trees. So we have a photo of what it looks like online. And of course, great for a mudroom, great for an entryway. Really great storage solution by Wayfair. But here's the thing. Let's reimagine it. Millwork can be so very expensive when you do custom millwork. You just redid your home. You know that custom millwork can be very expensive. A banquette in a kitchen can often run thousands of dollars. So I've decided to take this hall tree and repurpose it into a banquette seating area in the kitchen. So I've taken off the hooks that we have here for hanging clothes, hanged artwork instead. I'm using the benches for the banquette seating, brought up a tulip table, and I have amazing storage below for all of my plates and dishes. I've repurposed the storage above for additional dishes, or I could put cooking stuff up here. Just because something is advertised as A, don't be stuck in that. Think what else it could be.
I
Love it.
Right?
Taking my coffee over to the breakfast nook.
Over the breakfast nook.
Okay.
Here.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is if we were imagining in a bedroom. So you're sitting here. There could be a bed here looking this way. This is fantastic for a bedroom because it is small in scale, smaller spaces. It's not very deep. If you imagine here, we've left the hooks up just to kind of give the visual as you can hang your clothes up here. You know, maybe you're getting ready the night before. To have all of your clothes out is always nice to have in a small space. Shoes at the bottom, more storage with baskets here at the bottom as well. But reimagine that this doesn't necessarily need to be this way. Perhaps I hang a TV here. Perhaps I do more artwork here. Really, sky is the limit. It's your imagination is your only limit when it comes to reimagining pieces.
I love this so much.
I love this Danish.
I didn't forgot you were even here.
This is the greatest segment ever.
I forgot you were here.
And now we are going to talk storage spaces in the kitchen. We've covered bar carts, using them in many different ways.
Yeah.
My mind is blown right now. We've talked, what do we call it? Hall trees?
Hall trees.
Hall trees.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
mind blown. And now we're going to talk storage space in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, yeah. So the kitchen is where probably we need most storage. I find everybody's always looking for more storage, right? So across the country, again, footprints are becoming so much smaller. And that coveted piece of furniture, the bar cart or the island in the kitchen is oftentimes now with developers, you're not even getting it. So Wayfair has great options for small spaces. And in fact, these are actually mobile. So what I wanted to do was show, really there's something for all design styles. You have something kind of transitional, a little bit more modern contemporary, you have rustic, but let's look at the storage that you can do with really these. So of course you have the shelves and you can do plates, you can do food as we've done in the rustic one. It's great to have the hooks like we see on the side of the one next to you,
right
Jeff.
here, yep.
Yeah, exactly, for all of the utensils that you can hang off the side.
Great
you know,
storage.
certainly in small spaces, I think one of the things that you really need to take into account is using every inch of vertical space that you have. So vertical space, this is where we're getting into the guys that we have up here on top. You know, when you go into a cabinet, if you're in an apartment or a condo, or you just don't have the budget to invest in actual millwork on the interior of a cabinet, Wayfair has these great solutions for pots. I find if you go into that client, oftentimes I'll go into a client's home and open those cupboards and you see all the pots just jammed into one of those big cabinets.
Guilty.
There we go. Jeff is getting one of these for sure. So this actually uses your vertical space for storage. It is absolutely so simple and yet so genius because using vertical space in a cabinet is where I feel most people lose a lot of that storage capability, just not using it. So look at these. This one has the divots in for the actual lids.
Yeah.
Those are actually adjustable so that you can move them up and down depending on the size of the pots or the pans. Something for everyone. And really, again, it's your imagination is the limit as it comes to, you know, using for storage and what it is that you can use before.
And from a design aspect, so many people, it's such an old school way of thinking that you have to hide everything. Do not. When you're buying nice pots and pans, when you're buying nice plates and mugs, put it on display. You've paid for it. Show it off.
Absolutely. So this is where kind of the challenge and the good and the bad comes in when you're doing the design. So you want to be able to style it beautifully, but you always have to have that one space where you can hide stuff. Let it be that one space.
Yes.
But you know, everything here, wayfair.ca, so simple, so easy, storage solutions for every space in your home.
All right, some great ideas. Shai DeLuca, good to see you.
Good to see
Sold.
Throw the hammer down. Throw the hammer down this morning.
Shai, thank you.
This portion of the morning show is brought to you by Wayfair. Find your home style. Visit wayfair.ca.